the U.S. striking back at Iranian-backed groups in response to the growing attacks on U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria. And the Pentagon says they are ready to do it again in the strategy of deterrence. Let's bring in retired Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis. He is a senior fellow and military expert at Defense Priorities. Colonel, thank you very much for joining us. I want to make sure our viewers, continue to bring them along with the geography of this moment. Those U.S. airstrikes on Iranian-linked forces in Syria, location here, Abu Kamal, right on the Syria-Iraq border. What message are we sending here, Colonel, as we do look back at the timeline and the number of attacks on U.S. forces in the Middle East? 20 attacks so far. What about the American response here? Is it enough, and do you expect more?
Yeah, unfortunately, I expect more. But look, we got to back up a little bit and ask a bigger question. Why are there American troops in Syria and Iraq anyway? Now, interestingly enough, 4 years ago, I came on with Harris Faulkner on this network, and I was talking about President Trump, who said he was going to withdraw all our troops from Syria. And I said at that time, I wholeheartedly endorsed it because all they're doing is being points of vulnerability for our country where it makes it possible for Iran-backed groups to attack them. They're not serving any value to our country whatsoever, and we're having our troops in harm's way, and they need to be withdrawn. I said it back then, and I'm saying it again now. The issue should not be how many more times should we go and hit these groups, or should we strike Iran, because that could draw us into another Mideast war, and that is the worst thing for American national interest right now.
Well, we
need to reduce our vulnerability and get those guys out.
Sorry about that, Colonel. The U.S. military is saying they chose these locations because of a number of the munitions used in the strikes on U.S. service members in the last 10 days came from those locations. All right, to the news, obviously, of the moment, and watching the Iranian weapons that are flooding into the West Bank. The red lines on the screen are the Iranian smuggling routes, obviously, as you can see, throughout the Middle East, on into this area here, the dotted line, as you get into the western border of Israel, Gaza here. These are the assessed route to the West Bank. So you've got this constant flow of Iranian weapons that are flooding to the West Bank. What does that mean for this current moment in this escalating conflict, Colonel?
Well, I'll tell you, it means that it's going to continue. I mean, we can say that we know where those routes are, but we can't stop them. Number one, it's not our job to do that, but neither can Israel. I saw this same exact dynamic when I was deployed the last time in 2010 in Afghanistan, where there was all kinds of routes coming in from Pakistan, where there's nonstop support into the Taliban that was in there. And we knew the stuff was coming, but there's just no way to interdict it. And there's not going to be any way here either. The issue is that Israel's going to have to fight this battle, and those kinds of weapons and ammunition is going to find some way to get in, because that's what people who are desperate will do.
All right, I'm bringing back up the general map here, Mediterranean Sea, obviously the West Bank. We were just talking about the flow of those Iranian weapons directly over the borders to this general area. Here's the Gaza Strip, and this is what we are watching at this moment, and the movement of the Israeli forces right now, with the Israeli army saying that ground forces are, quote, expanding their activity into Gaza, as we know that they have been lined up along the border there. So what do you see happening next with all of this? And is this preceding an ultimate large-scale ground invasion by Israel into northern Gaza?
Yeah, I think it's virtually certain at this point. And as I believe I heard General Kellogg say just a minute ago, these are standard kinds of operations that you'll see in a precursor to a larger force going in. It's reconnaissance. It's finding out where the routes are that you want to go to, clearing any routes of potential mines, because there's quite a few of those. And I believe it could also be coming pretty soon. And of course, it's going to be a big issue for Israel, because Hamas has said that would be their trigger to come in potentially from the north, and other groups are going to potentially join in. And there's already a great deal of anti-Israel sentiment in Egypt, in Lebanon, in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, and that could really exacerbate it further, which could make things a lot difficult for the Israeli Defense Forces. Because we got to understand, it's not just what's happening in the Gaza Strip. but it's what happening all around them. So Israel is got a lot of vulnerabilities here.
That's a great point. The IDF says it's acting with great force to achieve the objectives of this war. We'll be watching every minute of it. Colonel, thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.